up? Yeah, so Shazam here, or Shizzy, supposed to do this assignment because Batman thinks I need to like grow up some more, even though I'm like clearly an adult. I'm like at least like I don't know something like like older probably than him even. So yeah, he says I gotta read more and do public service. So I'm just gonna like read to you, okay? Like Shazam here, and the book I'm gonna read is like by this total babe, Anya Pavelle. It's like dystopian or something, so it's gonna be like deep, and I gotta prove to Batman that I'm deep. So I'm gonna read him like a really cool book that proves it. I'm an adult. So yeah, let's dive in. It's Anya Pavelle, The Moon Hunter, as read by Shazam, dude, because I'm like totally an adult. So here we go. God, those noodles were like spanking though, dude. They're awesome. And everybody says dude, even adults say dude, like you have to rip on me all the time, Batman. It's not funny, it's not cool. Like kick a guy when he's down. Like not that I'm down, it's like I can totally beat you up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big. He's not around, is he? Okay. No, I take that back. Like, sorry, Batman. Okay, I'll do my reading, dude. All right. So, The Moon Hunters, Anya Pavelle. Janae gently took my hands and held them in his. You didn't cause this mess, he did, and we'll beat him together. We will. I looked into my ally's eyes and smiled, knowing I'd made it outside the castle and that Janae wasn't a clueless lowstick. We wouldn't beat him. Somehow, we didn't have any other choice. Sorry, dude. We would beat him. I can read, I promise. Batman, like, give me another chance, dude. I can read, okay? In those horrible moments after receiving Irwin's letter, I wished for some physical legacy to connect me to my grandmother. See, grandmother's like 3 syllables. I read it. Okay, Batman, get off my back. By leaving home and abandoning the village of home, I was forbidden from the eternal spirit garden in this life or the next. That's heavy, bro. The worry I'd never see her again polluted my heart, so I told myself that because the home or the ethereal queen weren't real, that any afterlife would allow me to see my grandmother when I died. To soothe my shattered heart, I had to find some way to mourn my grandmother. In my home village, I would have attended a funeral service in the Ani Spirit Garden, sang as my grandmother was covered in dirt and cried as the king passed around some fruit from our own garden. Partaking of fruit from our ancestral gardens is the way we consumed our ancestors into ourselves, their matter having gone to feed the fruit trees, and then the fruit trees, and then the fruit itself. When we wanted to communicate with them, we could eat the ancestral fruit along with the sacred fruit from the eternal spirit garden behind the palace. The combination was supposed to enable us to see the dead, but I'd never had success. Instead, Janae took me to the village's cemetery, which was next to the temple of Lady Moon and the Lord of the Deep. One carved bamboo marker stood out to me. I can read, dude. Like Batman. Seriously, I can read. I'm reading. Like, for real. One carved bamboo marker stood out to me, that of my great-aunt Samsara. Using my grandmother's tokens, I purchased some fruits and incense from a vendor and placed them in front of Samsara's grave. Her body served as a conduit to that of my grandmother. That night, I laid down at my great-aunt's grave and finally cried for my grandmother, wondering if they were together in death. By the time I concluded that painful section of the story, Deanne's mouth hung open in horror. Shit. Bloody shit. Although I didn't know what shit or bloody shit meant, they struck me as very unpleasant terms. They were apt terms, though, given how sad I felt at the moment. Heavy, stale air polluted the room, so I looked out the window again at the sea. I wanted to feel the fresh air on my face and smell the sea, even if it meant leaving Janae alone for a bit. Will you take me outside? I asked. My voice sounded far away from me, hollow, almost. Of course. Dion then pointed to the ceiling. I have cameras installed up there. We can watch your husband on my phone and come back if he starts to wake up. This is like a really good book, and that's why I chose it, Batman, to show you that I can read mature, like, awesome novels. I mean, she even said the word shit. That's like mature, dude. Yeah, so if you want to buy this book, look in the description. You'll find the link. That's right, SHAZAM here. I'm telling you, read Anya Pavelle's Moon Hunters. Okay, Batman? Because I did. I totally did. Like just now. Alright, dude. You guys have a good evening, man. You know?